attacking police officers is more than just a crime against those individuals, but a direct threat to public safety.
He's 26 years old, so it's not unusual for something like this to happen.
Lil Nas X is expected in court this afternoon facing felony charges following a bizarre arrest.
We're going to set bail at $75,000.
The story started before sunrise on Ventura Boulevard in Studio City. A superstar walking the median, almost undressed, dazed, carrying the kind of energy that makes strangers reach for their phones. Traffic slowed, windows rolled down, and within minutes, clips flooded every feed. What happened next wasn't just a spectacle, it was a collision between fame, pressure, and a moment nobody could take back. Tonight we lay out what's confirmed, what's alleged, and what's still a question mark, without the noise, without the guesswork.
Nah, hey.
What
Don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah.
Early morning, police get multiple calls about a person walking in the roadway, barely wearing anything. Bystander videos show the artist moving unevenly, sometimes singing, sometimes talking to people who filmed him. When officers arrived, the vibe shifted fast. Voices got louder, commands were shouted. What began as a welfare check turned into a confrontation. And in the span of a few chaotic minutes, the night tipped from bizarre to serious.
Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. That's my money, ain't. Let me get this straight. Wait, I'm the rookie? But my features and my shows 10 times your pay?
Prosecutors say he charged at officers during the encounter. They say at least 3 officers were hurt. He was detained, handcuffed, and because of concerns about his condition, taken first to a hospital before being booked into jail later that morning. From there, the story moved from the street to the courthouse, and that's where the stakes became real. He now faces 4 felony counts, 3 for battery with injury on a police officer, and 1 for resisting an executive officer. He pleaded not guilty, bail was set, and he bonded out on conditions tied to his health and sobriety. If convicted on every count, the maximum exposure could be measured in years, not months. A preliminary hearing date is on the calendar. The legal machine is in motion, and every appearance from here will matter.
Your girl is gonna be okay, y'all.
Your girl, okay?
Oh, jeez.
Watch. Look at where he's at.
Okay? She's gonna be alright. She's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Look at him.
Shit.
Look at him, Tom. He's lost.
That was fucking terrifying.
Look, Tom.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, look at his eyes, bro.
That was a terrifying last 4 days. But your girl is gonna be alright.
Then came his voice. On video, he looked exhausted but present. He called the weekend terrifying. He said he would be all right. No theatrics, no performance gloss, just a short message that landed like a pressure valve turning. It didn't clear anything up legally, but it told fans one important thing. He's still here, and he knows how bad this looked. Rumors swirled fast about substances, and a possible OD police said they suspected it during intake, which is why the hospital came first. Family pushed back on the drug talk, stressing this was a crisis moment, not a lifestyle. A judge ordered support steps while the case plays out, a sign the court wants recovery prioritized alongside accountability. That tension, help, and consequences will define the next few months.
So I thought I was done with this conversation, but more videos keep coming out from that night or morning that he was hospitalized and then arrested. So the latest 2 videos that have been released via TMZ, and they are TMZ exclusives, that's why I'm just like, what is going on? Like, that's why I'm so on the fence about, like, is this real? Is this not? Like, I don't know. But in one video, Lil Nas X is completely butt naked, and he's rapping Nicki Minaj's verse on Monster, which, listen, y'all know I can't stand that lady and I eat her up every chance I get. But one thing I have never done is deny her talent, and her verse on Monster, like, eats down. One of the best verses ever. But anyways, he's rapping her part just butt naked in the street, being recorded by a fan. And then in the other video, he's taking pictures with a fan. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And it's sad that I'm quick, because I'm not gonna speak for nobody but myself. It's sad that I'm questioning whether this is real or not, but he's trolled so much in the past and done things for rollouts where it's like, it's kind of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Like, so I don't know, but regardless, prayers to Lil Nas X, like I keep saying, and I definitely hope that, prayers to him.
You've seen the phrase leaked police report everywhere. Here's the careful read. There are documents that exist. Arrest logs, criminal complaints, hearing notes. Those are real and part of the record. Separate from that, there are unverified summaries and secondhand leak claims bouncing around social pages. Some line up with the official filings. Some do not. Treat anything labeled leaked with caution unless it matches the language prosecutors actually filed. When in doubt, the court paperwork outranks the rumor mill.
At first, when everyone was hearing about this, they were thinking that this was just some silly music promo because the videos of him walking in the street kind of felt on par with him doing very memeable things in the past. Plus, he had just wiped his entire Instagram and started posting what looked to be teasers to new music. Fans are anticipating the drop of his second album, Dream Boy, so they figured this must mean that it was coming soon. But now, things just seem way more serious about the situation that I don't think it's music promo.
The timeline matters. The day before the arrest, clips surfaced of him acting erratically outside a hotel. Hours later came the Ventura Boulevard footage. By the time the sun was up, his name dominated trending pages. This wasn't a marketing rollout. The tone online wasn't hype. It was shock, confusion, and concern. The algorithm rewarded the chaos, but fans read it as a human emergency. Now the legal stakes. Battery with injury on an officer is not a small charge. The state must prove force, injury, and that he knew or reasonably should have known the person was an officer performing duties. Defense will probe the moment-to-moment actions, his condition, and whether commands were clear. Expect talk of body cam footage, hospital records, and bystander angles you haven't seen yet. Also expect sober conversations about plea deals versus trial. First-time felony defendants with treatment plans sometimes get paths that focus on rehabilitation. Nothing guaranteed, everything negotiated.
Well, it looks like Hollywood ruined another celebrity. And now, this is an update with Lil Nas X. Now, he's been charged with 4 felonies for attacking and injuring cops. And it's just so sad. Like, he was popular back in, 2018, 2019. He was doing so good. And then now, he was found walking in the middle of the street at 4 a.m. in the morning, possibly OD'd. And all I have to say is just prayers to him and hope that he's okay mentally and physically. And this is definitely a very unfortunate case.
And when Lil Nas said, nah, 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 go ahead, babe. He ate that shit. He ate that so
Lil Nas X was silently canceled, and that's what probably led to all this. So Lil Nas X was seen walking down the street in Los Angeles way early this morning in his white drawers, and then he attacked a cop.
The public split has been intense. One side says he crossed a line. Officers were injured. Another side says we just watched a mental and physical health crisis unfold in real time. Both can be true. Actions can have consequences, and a person can need help at the same time. The internet loves clean villains and clean heroes. Real life rarely delivers either.
Jail. And the reason why I say that he was silently canceled is because, of course, Lil Nas X came out after he made his debut album. And then following that album, he released the song Montero, which he had a lot of symbolic shit in it.
Step back and remember the arc. Old Town Road rewired pop culture. He took backlash and turned it into fuel, blending internet humor with sharp storytelling. Over time, the stunts got bigger, the stakes higher, the spotlight harsher. When your brand thrives on boundary pushing, the line between performance and life can blur. Was any of this performance art? The facts as charged say no. This reads as a crisis, not a campaign. But only the evidence under oath will settle the details. What's unanswered right now is crucial. What exactly triggered the spiral that night? Was there a medical driver, a panic response, a substance issue, or some combination? How severe were the officers' injuries? Which commands were given and when? Body cam audio will be key, hospital notes will be key, and any verified dispatch or scanner records will be weighed against the official narrative. Until those are in the record, anyone pretending to know it all is selling you certainty they don't have.
But I think due to all of the antics that Lil Nas X had within the past like 3.5 years, people just silently canceled him. They just silently, weren't entertained by all of the performative things that he was doing in order to gain and garner that attraction and that attention that he was trying to, gain for himself.
There's also a family layer. Loved ones showed up in court asking for prayers, stressing he's remorseful, and focusing on getting help. That matters. Judges notice when support systems are real. Industry teams notice when the public roots for recovery instead of collapse. If this turns into a comeback, it won't be because a headline flipped. It'll be because the work got done quietly while the noise died down. Here's the human part. Fame multiplies everything. Pressure, isolation, scrutiny, late-night impulses, bad moments on camera. For most people, a breakdown is private. For him, it's archived across 1 million phones. A single hour on one street turned into a legal mountain and a cultural referendum. Maybe the most honest thing he said was also the simplest. It was terrifying. That is the cost of a night like this.
And guys, a lot of people go, oh, you're just connecting dots. And no, all these guys, all these industry people, they do this stuff. Remember Ice Spice was
So where does this go? In the near term, to a courtroom and a calendar. Expect a hearing on evidence. Expect motions about body cam, hospital privacy, and possible treatment mandates. If the case resolves quickly, it will likely involve accountability and care. If it stretches, we'll learn far more about every minute of that morning than anyone wants. And if he's serious about rebuilding, personally and publicly, you'll see it in the quiet spaces between the headlines. Final thought. A career can survive controversy. It cannot survive denial. Owning the mess, repairing the harm, doing the health work, that's the only path. This wasn't edgy art, it was a breaking point. Whether it becomes the bottom or the beginning is the part still unwritten. And that's why this isn't just celebrity drama. It's a warning about the speed of the spiral when everything you are is always online. If you've watched to this point, thank you. Tell me your red below. What do you think actually happened in those missing minutes? And what would accountability look like that's real, not performative? I'm reading every comment. And if you want more updates built on verified filings and on-the-record statements, not random leaks, hit subscribe, tap the bell, and like this video so the next chapter finds you the moment it breaks. However this lands legally, there's a person at the center of it who has to live with both the harm and the healing. Courts will decide charges. Doctors will guide care. The rest of us can decide whether we're watching to judge or watching to understand. One choice makes the story smaller, the other makes it human. We'll keep tracking official documents, hearing schedules, and any confirmed releases. Nothing speculative, nothing sensationalized. When reliable updates drop, you'll hear them here with full context. Until then, be careful with leaked claims. Be kinder than the timeline. And remember that viral isn't the same thing as true. If you want clear, fast updates without the messy speculation, tap like right now, drop your read in the comments, and hit subscribe. It takes a second, and it helps this kind of reporting reach more people who want the facts without the fluff.